food. Step 2 of the loss of nutrients that used to keep us healthy was chemical herbicides. The weed killers that we grow our food in now, the most famous one, of course, was Roundup. Roundup led to the genetically modified crops that were Roundup ready. We genetically modified these crops so they could handle this weed killer. We now spray somewhere between 2 and 5 billion kilograms of that chemical worldwide. And so with that much toxin in the environment, you have to know that that is playing a role in the loss of nutrient from your food. How does it do that? Glyphosate, the active ingredient in Roundup and almost every other weed killer on the market now, is actually responsible for blocking the pathways within the bacteria of the soil, the plant, and your intestines from making the medicine of food. Let me say that again. The chemical is blocking the ability of the environment, the soil and the bacteria within it, to make the medicinal quality of the food itself. This family of compounds is called alkaloids. The alkaloids are anti-cancer, anti-asthma, anti-allergy, anti-hypertensive, anti-diabetic, antidepressant. I mean, it goes on and on. Every disease epidemic we have right now has an alkaloid within the food chain that treats it. But we put, starting in 1976, this chemical into our food chain that blocks the ability of us to make this stuff in our food. So we are eating kale and superfoods all day long that, if exposed to this chemical, never developed this medicinal quality of our food. For 5,000 years, medicine is famous for saying, "Let thy food be thy medicine." Hippocrates himself, the father of what we consider modern medicine, and way before him, the famous Chinese medicine philosophies were saying, "Let thy food be thy medicine." In the last 50 years, we've developed an environment where our food cannot be our medicine anymore. It has been starved, it has been raped of its own nutrients that would be the medicines of the future. We've taken it out of the food chain and we've turned to our pharmaceutical industries to offer those drugs back to us in the form of non-natural chemicals that are then obviously riddled with the side effects that we see every day in clinic. And so what an amazing journey we've had. So how do we get that back? Can we get it back? I think as a consumer, you should know that the very first thing you want to do, if you care for your children, grandchildren, and everybody else on the planet, you need to start talking to your Congress people. You need to start talking to the farmers out there in your environment. You need to start talking to consumers around you and say, we have to band together and demand that we allow our food to become our medicine again. We need to stop spraying these chemicals all over our food, soil, plants, trees. We're now spraying trees to kill them. I mean, it's out of control with the amount of chemical we're spraying around the world right now. We need to band together and stop this process so that our food can regenerate, so our food can relive the opportunity to become our medicine again. And if we give it the opportunity, it will do it immediately. Mother Earth has programmed into all levels of her the ability to heal, and it will heal. This Earth will heal despite our crazy mistakes. But you gotta start getting re-involved as a consumer, and the most powerful way you can do that is go grow a garden. If you grow just one tomato plant, you're making a statement. You're saying, I'm going to take back the opportunity to participate in the medicine of food. You're going to grow just a few plants, and then you're going to get, it's a slippery slope. Once you start growing things, it gets a little fun. You tell me a kid doesn't like vegetables, I'll just tell you that's a kid who's never grown vegetables. Every kid who grows a plant will eat that food that comes off of it. And so a kid loves vegetables and fruit that he got to participate in, that she got to grow from seed, whatever it is. So get out there, get your family out there, get your grandkids out there, grow them some food, and protest this world.